everybody, Desert Gold here. I just got back from the shooting range. This is going to be probably a couple of videos in my 9x25 versus 357 SIG, kind of like bring it on type thing. I was hoping to get out into the outdoors in the desert around here and do some analytical type testing, you know, with chronographs and penetration, but things as they were today, and being in the middle of the Sonora Desert, and the temperatures somewhere close, in my opinion, to the surface of the sun, well, I hibernated to my local indoor range, so it's going to be more of a visual comparison at this point, but trust me, we will get and progress to another stage later on with that. Sorry about the mess. I'm still cleaning up after my grand restoration, so there's a lot of things still cluttered about. Also starting to take some weapons apart that I've been using in the last video. The AK-47 slide fire fun, starting to clean some of that out. This is the Glock 20 that we used today. I'm going to probably go over a couple of things that were shown in the video today, because obviously the audio was not to the standard that you would be able to understand it or hear it. The test weapon for the 9x25 today was the Glock 20. You've seen it in a previous video in my 357, or I'm sorry, 9x25 big brother to the 357 SIG video. Comparison between the 357 SIG and the 9x25 Dillon. For those of you that are unfamiliar with 9x25, I'm sure you've probably or been introduced to the 357 SIG. It's been around for a while. The 9x25 is the same principle as the 357 SIG. This is the 357, one of the rounds that I was using today. And this round is from this box that you saw in the video today. It is Cellar and Bellet full metal jacket. These are 140 grain 357 SIG rounds. The box of 50 at the range cost me a little over $30, and I'm sure that was kind of high. I did it because I wanted to kind of introduce the topic, so I went ahead and paid the price. I would never spend that money on this round anyway, but I did at this point so that I could illustrate some of the things I wanted to get to. The 357 SIG is basically a neck down 40 caliber. So what you have is a 40 caliber round that is neck down to shoot basically a 9mm bullet. Very popular round in the shooting industry because it has a lot of velocity. You take the case volume of the 40, and then you neck it down and you stick a 9mm bullet on that. Yeah, that little puppy's going to hum a little bit, and I can see the popularity to that. My contention is you take that same principle with a 10 millimeter. Alright, so you've got the 40 Smith & Wesson neck down to a 9 millimeter projectile. Take the same concept and take a 10 millimeter, neck it down to a 9 millimeter projectile. What do you think's going to be the end result? Well, later on you're going to see a visual representation of the differences between the two, because personally I have no idea what the fascination is with this round. I don't understand it. It is expensive. It is basically, if you want to consider it a wildcat round, and so is the 9x25. So they're both wildcat rounds. They both are expensive to produce because of that, and the only difference being is that some major manufacturers got behind this round and people started getting behind it. Well, that's all well and good. I understand that. But when it comes down to it, the bottom line is you have case volume of a 10 millimeter and you have a case volume of a 40 Smith & Wesson. I've got the dropsies tonight, the 40 Smith & Wesson. You can put them side by side. I mean, look at, there's a difference there, and there's a difference in top. I just wanted everybody to see what the difference was, and visually you're going to see it coming up here with the shooting range of footage. And I think you'll see, or start to see anyway, that there's a dramatic difference. When I can take a 115 grain bullet and sling it out there at about 1,700 feet per second. Some of the rounds I was doing at the range today were the 95 grain Hornady XTPs. We were firing those little puppies off at about, I want to say, pretty close to 2,000 feet per second. Those are rifle range. Those are rifle range speeds. So judge for yourself. I'm not here to tell you to go out and buy a bunch of 9x25 Dillon equipment, or give up your 357 SIG. I'm just trying to open your eyes. This is what I like about this sport. There's so many variations. There's so many ways to change things, look at different things, and it makes it interesting. So hopefully you'll enjoy the little short video with the comparison between the two. By the way, you'll see me switching back and forth. I also did some 10 millimeter, my Glock 29. It's been a while since I've been able to get into the indoor range, and I wanted to make sure some of my hand loads for my 29 were going to work and were accurate. This is one of them that we were trying today. This is a 180 grain gold dot Speer. I tried to announce it in the video, but obviously with the background noise you weren't able to hear it. I load these with about 10 point. I'm not going to give the exact measurement here but I'm over 10 grains on blue dot on this, and we're running pretty close to 1260 feet per second. That's a bonded core hollow point doing 1260 feet per second out of the pistol. That's a pretty toasty little round. The other one that I wasn't able to really get across on the video was this other hand load I do. These are Barnes. These are 155 grain Barnes, and I've got them loaded at over 12 grains on blue dot, and these are doing over 1,300 feet per second with a 155 grain bullet. These will get your attention when they do strike you. So you'll see in the video that there was some accuracy, and I had to actually get acclimated to the changing recoils of the different weapons. The 357 SIG was a rental because I don't own one. I probably never will. But that being said, it was the first time firing the weapon, and I had trouble getting on target as quickly as I could with the time allotted for the video. Anyway, it was fun. It was educational. This is the first step in my little evaluation between the 357 SIG versus the 9x25. It's big brother. I hope you tag along. We're going to have fun with it. I'm probably going to piss some people off. I don't mean to do that. I'm really a pretty nice guy. I just feel strongly about some stuff. So anyway, hopefully we all have fun with it. You guys have fun.
Okay. Yeah, the 357 supports on that. little bit different there. Speer gold dots. Nice little punch on that one.